Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're Dos Cavazos, and today we are starting a new anime. This is Spy Family.
So this is an exciting video for us because I actually just read the first 3 volumes of the Spy Family manga in a 24-hour manga reading challenge on our other channel, Dos Cavazos IRL. It was the first manga I've ever read, so this is exciting for me to actually watch an anime adaptation of a manga I've read. I've never done that before.
Yeah, I know nothing about it. I've just seen people read it. I've heard people talk about it. I haven't watched like the preview, which I know that was out there, but I really kind of wanted to go into like how I go into most animes, not knowing anything. So like what Casey said, it is going to be kind of a different experience for us, whereas like I don't feel like there's going to be a whole lot of speculation back and forth.
So.
Yeah, because she's not going to tell me. So if I'm thinking about something like, oh, I wonder what could happen, I'm sure she's not going to confirm it or deny it. But I feel like, well, we've only done this one other time with a movie we watched, The Fifth Element, where I had seen it and Casey hadn't. So now it's kind of a little bit of a role reversal.
I will say I really, really love this story. I love the characters. I feel like Anthony's gonna really enjoy it. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait, especially to see my girl Anya.
Alright, well, if you haven't already, don't forget to like and subscribe and check out our Patreon if you want to see our full-length reaction to the series. We're going to be uploading it over there, and let's jump into this episode. Oh, shit.
Twilight!
I heard Casey say the name in our last video.
Watching it makes it even more ridiculous and funny.
Oh.
Literally 100 faces.
Reminds me of like a Black Widow when she like rips off her faces. Toupee pictures.
Yeah, that was the whole envelope thing.
That was the blackmail?
Yeah. That's why I was like, it's so ridiculous.
Let's break up. Okay, I'm assuming he's like, you know, undercovers, but it's just like. He's got some crazy eyes.
That guy's name was Anakin. 1 week to get married and have a child.
Produce a child in 7 days.
I like how he chose the name Forger. Like, Forge,
yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Haven't decided yet. Yeah.
Do not look fit to run an orphanage.
What the hell? Take whichever one.
Anya!
I've seen her picture on your manga. Did she read minds? Like, what the hell's going on here? Okay, I'm starting to think that she's like an adult. Like, there's like a movie like that where they have like a freaking kid that's like a freaking adult. Oh, okay.
You had an astute observation.
Oh, I mean, she was doing everything that he was saying.
I love her. I was wondering what her voice was gonna sound like.
Now you gotta find a wife. For a very long time.
It's not how you have a child. You can't just leave them. He was like fine with it. Like nothing. Only if it's on sale. No, watch. Oh.
She's like looking around.
Oh, she got scared. Because you don't know.
Oh man, I feel like when he does find out, because I feel like it's gonna happen, he'll be able to use her to his benefit. She'll be a child spy.
Bacon. She said baconry because she thought it was like they said bacon.
Okay, I got it.
Baker. It took me a minute even reading it to figure that one.
Terrible bird. I'm a good bargain.
I feel like a lot of kids are like that.
Like I'm a spy. I see. Oh, what the heck are you gonna do?
Aww. Oh, this guy. Oh my gosh, that's so like childish.
Yeah, man. It's like I don't get attached to anything.
I literally locked her in the apartment.
Mm. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, she's so funny. I love her.
I know. That's why she's
Intercepted a message? Oh my gosh, no!
She cleaned up.
No, I feel like, you know, that might like make him like you more. Aww.
Poor baby. Oh, she's crying! Ah! Did you even leave her like food and water? I guess she had her peanuts.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh shit.
I like got shocked.
She's gotta be hiding. Damn.
Dang. That was so much cooler to see animated.
Oh my gosh.
The toupee still? Can't let it go.
Oh my gosh. What the hell? You pistol with a silencer.
I forgot. Like I forgot a lot of the early stuff.
I mean, you did stay for 24 hours reading. Come on, have a plan. Oh, there we go. his faces, I forgot. Yeah, okay.
She knows. Aww.
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 Oh, okay. So we're getting a little bit more now. Aww. Okay.
This moment I was like, ooh, I love this story.
I'm starting to piece it
right
together.
after I saw that.
Papa's a liar?
Aww.
Aww.
How could you give her up for adoption again?
Aww.
It said that she got returned.
She's so precious.
I know, she's like the cutest thing.
Oh. It's like the entrance exam, right? She's gonna get like freaking ace it. Does no one know the answers? Aw, she's remembering. It's funny. She was gonna like read everyone else's mind and they're all gonna screw up.
Try to cheat but can't. Oh, he's her. Oh, because you got excited.
I love it. I really love it, yeah.
I told you. I knew it. I was like, Anthony. When I was reading it, I was like, oh my gosh, you're going to love this one.
Like, it's so fun. Like, I could already just play out in my head, like, different scenarios that can come from, like, you know, this arrangement. And then, obviously, you probably already know, but, like, he was told to get a wife, too. So, I think that's the castle that she was probably talking about. She's like, I want to live in a castle. I'm excited to see how this is all going to go.
Yeah, it was cool to watch. Like, I didn't know how it is because I've never read a manga and then watched the anime, but it's actually pretty, like...
Let me ask you this, because it's not really a spoiler. Was this the whole first volume for you?
I think so, yeah.
Is that how the first volume ended, or did it, like...
I want to remember. I think so. This pretty much felt like the whole first volume, but, like, they followed it, like, almost to a T. There were some parts you could tell they just condensed, but, like, nothing... No. I like this outro song. Oh, the way she looks at him! She's just so happy to have a dad.
Aww. Walls are getting torn down. Oh. Both parents out there, time to find you a wife.
No exceptions. That sucks. Like,
No,
what if you don't have a wife, or what if they died?
I mean, find one.
But yeah, it pretty much followed it exactly. You know, for the most part, the story was like exactly it, which is kind of cool because I never really knew what to expect. I didn't know if like they changed some things.
Yeah.
I don't know if anime in general, like if they do that, if they always pretty much follow manga to a T. I'm assuming so because like when you're, I mean, I've only read manga for the first time in that video, like I said, but like when I was reading it, it felt like I was watching an anime, like, you know, reading it, like, quickly.
I feel like it would be a disservice to, like, differ from the source material. Now, I do see, like, situations where you, like, you know, want to keep people, like, surprised and whatnot.
Yeah.
I won't give spoilers, but, like, obviously this is, like, more American graphic novels, but, like, The Walking Dead did similar things like that, where they had, like, certain incidents happen, but they kind of, like, remixed the characters that those incidents happened to. But I'm glad that they followed the manga. As it comes to this show, I love it. Like, it was so fun. I love Twilight. I love Anya. She was such a sweet little girl.
I know.
And in my head, I'm just, like, envisioning, like, situations that are going to arise between the two of them where, like, she might allude to the fact that, you know, she is a telepath. And when will that be revealed? If it's revealed, I feel like it'll be revealed at some point in time. But I feel like that's going to be like kind of like a cat and mouse type of game. Like she might like say something like, oh my gosh, I might like kind of slip up there because she has that thought in the back of her mind that if she reveals it, she might get taken back to the orphanage because she's already been taken back 4 freaking times. Obviously, he's going to find a wife soon because he needs to find one before, I would imagine, the next episode when he has to do this interview. So I feel like that's going to be pretty exciting too. I
was curious how they were going to translate the whole like telepath thing, like how they were going to have her reading people's minds, and I feel like they did a good job. Like they did the little glittery stuff, and then also like like you could just tell. I don't know, in manga I guess it was easier to read because like it was a different font if I remember correctly, but I think they did a good job. Like you could tell that she was reading a mind.
I'm also really intrigued by Twilight's backstory. I think we got a little bit of a taste of it here because he remembered what it was like to cry and why he doesn't like children crying, because he was obviously a child that was crying and that was left alone. So I feel like in my mind, for this anime and manga, the source material, I feel like it's going to be a gradual tearing down of these walls that he built up for himself. He's very like stoic and very cold with like how he does things. I noticed that like really early on. And he's very methodical. And I feel like, you know, even that moment where he said like, oh, I fell asleep in front of somebody. I had a moment where I relaxed. I feel like those moments are going to become more frequent, and he's going to become attached to Anya, and it's not going to be a situation where he's going to be able to just walk away from her at some point, you know?
So at first with Twilight, I was kind of nervous that he was going to be like, oh, like maybe not a great person to be a father, but I feel like, you know, at the first episode, it kind of resolves it, and then you see his backstory, and then you're like, oh, okay, this is why. And then he's like, oh, I became a spy so that children won't have to cry anymore, and then you could tell like
it's coming from a good place.
Yeah, it's not like he's locking a child just in the apartment like just because he wants to. I mean he did that, but that was more from, I feel like
he's learning.
Yeah, from like being a spy his whole life and not having any attachments or whatever. But I really liked his character, and I loved Anya as well, and I loved them together.
All right, well, if you haven't already, don't forget to like and subscribe, and check out our Patreon if you want to see our full-length reaction to the series.
Also, like I said earlier, I did read manga for 24 hours straight, Spy Family included. We did that video on our second channel, Dos Cavazos IRL, so if you want to check that out, the link's down below.
All right, we'll catch you in the next video.